latest updates, subscribe to News9.
Hello, you're watching News9 Digital. I'm Abhijit Singh Bhamra, and today I'll be talking to you as to what is the BCCI all set to lose if there are no fans in attendance going into the 2020 IPL. So what's the news from the BCCI? The board is all about going ahead with its plans to stage the IPL this season, and it could happen in the month of October to November. Now, BCCI President Sourav Ganguly has also said that the board will decide on the future course of action soon, as speculations were rife about the fate of the Slam Bang League. Sourav Ganguly has hinted that the IPL may finally take place this year, and he has written a letter to all the state associations asking them to be on standby and prepare at the ground level. Ganguly has stated that the board will decide on the future course of action, which means the logistics part, which means the team franchisee owners, what they need to do, what they need not to do amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. But he has also added that the BCCI is working on all the possible options to organize the IPL. Now, this brings a smile to all the IPL cricket lovers out there, because India and world cricket has been deprived of the gentleman's game since March because of COVID-19. Now, but there's a stipulation which has come in. The tournament will be played inside empty stadiums because of the COVID-19 situation. That means no fans participation inside the cricket stadium. So that means there will be no CSK owners chanting MS Dhoni's name. There will be no MI Army chanting Rohit Sharma's and Kieron Pollard's and the Pandya brothers. Same is the case with RCB right here at M. Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bengaluru, where you won't hear the chant of Kohli going out there in order to win the game for the Red Army. But there is some pressure on the BCCI, the pressure from the players, the broadcasters, the sponsors, which are keenly looking forward to the IPL. The BCCI is working on all possible options to ensure that we are able to stage the IPL this year. Even if it means playing the tournament in empty stadiums, the fans, franchisees, players, broadcasters, sponsors and all other stakeholders are keenly looking forward to the possibility of IPL being hosted this year. Recently, a lot of players, both from India and other countries participating in IPL, have also shown their keenness on being a part of this year IPL. We are optimistic, and the BCCI will shortly decide on the future course of action on this. That was about the news from the BCCI, but let's bring to you some numbers stating that in case IPL doesn't happen, what are the numbers or what are the losses which the BCCI is likely to suffer, and from which department. The BCCI will suffer a loss of rupees 3,869.50 crore rupees. Initially, this includes the loss from the broadcast and streaming revenue, which amounts to rupees 3,269.50 crore rupees. Now, that's a staggering number, but that's not all. In addition, there will be a loss of central sponsorship, which amounts to close to 200 crore rupees. The board will also lose the title sponsorship revenue of rupees 400 crores. So clearly there are a lot of losses at stake for the BCCI, and it's clear that the board doesn't want these losses to happen. But these are not the only losses, because as per the state associations and also for the cricketing bodies, there are huge number of revenue generation which is linked to the IPL. So we bring to you some further numbers. First off, we have the gate money. Now, gate money is something which each and every state association earns through cricket matches, and in this case, with no fans, then each state association is all set to lose rupees 3.5 crore for 7 home games. Now, let me split it further for you. For example, M. Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bengaluru hosts RCB, or the Royal Challengers Bangalore. Now, they host a total of 7 home games, plus if there is an eliminator or a qualifier. I'm not including that amount in this section, but they will lose a total of 3.5 crore rupees for the season in case the IPL doesn't happen. Now, that's quite a sum, because this money is used by the state association for its further development of cricket in the state. Now, also the BCCI has also increased the hosting fee from rupees 30 lakh to rupees 50 lakh every match. Now, this comes in the light of the COVID-19 pandemic, because you will have you will have security officers, biosecurity officer being there at the stadium. You will have sanitization to be taken care of in each and every ground for each and every member who is present out there, because it's not just the players who will be playing. There will be a whole lot of team which will be present. Yes, fans won't be there, but what about the remaining people? BCCI will have to take care of all the expenses, and if one do its mathematics rightly, then 50 lakh rupees multiplied by 56 matches, that amounts to 28 crore rupees. So that means an additional 28 crore rupees needs to be spent by the BCCI to host the matches. Now earlier, these numbers were reduced to close to 16 to 17 crores. That means addition 12 crore rupees has to be spent by the BCCI in wake of COVID-19. Now BCCI is likely to report a loss of rupees 2,000 crore. Now this comes only after the fact that they are hosting the IPL in October and November. This means they are halfway through to the breakdown, because the overall numbers which we showed you was 4,000 crore, and if the BCCI hosts the 2020 IPL, then they will have a total of rupees 2,000 crore as revenue. Do not forget that BCCI has to pay separately to the security agencies and other miscellaneous expenses as well in just one game. So just imagine the pressure on the BCCI to host a total of 56 games, and that too without fans, and also the final and the 2 qualifiers plus the eliminator. Now in the given scenario, broadcasters are not likely to pay any extra money to the BCCI. This means whatever rights were signed for the BCCI by a particular broadcaster, that amount only will be paid to the BCCI. Now BCCI pays close to rupees 2,000 crore to all the 8 franchisees from the central pool. Franchises will be at an individual loss of rupees 250 crore each in case the IPL is scrapped. So you just can imagine the amount of money which is linked with the Indian Premier League. Now every franchisee spends close to rupees 85 crore on players. This amounts to a total of rupees 680 crore. Moving further, BCCI pay match officials, staff and others who help organize the tournament. That means also their payment is also linked to the organization of the IPL. Now the franchisee pay a total of 50 lakh rupees each, and the BCCI pay a total of 50 lakh each. This means 1 crore rupees to each and every state association per game. This means for every game which the M. Chinnaswamy Stadium holds, they will get 1 crore rupees, 50 lakhs from the BCCI and 50 lakhs from each franchisee. Now if we do our mathematics correctly, then each association is set to lose rupees 7 crore again. Now franchisees pay for their own logistics and operations, which is in their contracts, but the BCCI, like we said, earns rupees 2,000 crore rupees from the broadcasters and central sponsors, which is not likely to change. Now the broadcasters, how do they earn? Well, they earn through ads, sales, and reportedly they make a total of 3,300 crore rupees, and this is likely to increase given that there will be no fan attendance and all the matches will be played live. Now each franchisee earns rupees 250 crore from the central pool every year. That's not all. Each franchisee also earns approx rupees 30 crore from the local revenue pool every year. That means for Karnataka, for Delhi, for Mumbai, for Kolkata, it's all different. But how do the cricketers earn? Cricketers across the country earn from a purse of rupees 680 crores. That means the auction which you see, the purse which is limited for each and every franchisee is somewhere between 400 to 680 crores. So that means in case if the IPL doesn't happen, then what happens? The next year, which is the main auction, then it is likely to hurt the franchises, which means you might see a slash in earnings for Rohit Sharma for Mumbai Indians, or even Virat Kohli for RCB, who earns 17 crores and 15 crores respectively. But the players are not the only ones who earn. There are event companies, there are match officials who earn from working in the tournament. All the 8 state associations, that means 8 franchises, earn a total of rupees 56 crore from the tournament. So you can clearly see that there are lots and lots of numbers, lots and lots of money which is involved. And BCCI earns 2,000 crore from the broadcasters and central sponsors that we told you. But at the end, if the BCCI doesn't conduct the IPL this season, they are likely to lose a huge sum of money, which they surely cannot at this point of time. So what do you think about the video? Do you think the decision to play without fans is a good one by the BCCI, or do you think that the BCCI should have involved fans and taken in all the precautionary measures? Because as you know, IPL without fans will be a little boring, but it will be a little different from all the from all the previous seasons which have gone by. So do you think that BCCI is right? Do send in your comments and feedback, and I'll be waiting eagerly for all of them. But in the meanwhile, make sure that you subscribe to News9 Digital across all social media platforms.